Cheers, Panasonic. I'm out of here. 1, 2, checking the audio.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, mic check.
Alrighty, so I'm here with Nick, Driftwood, filmmaker and Lumix ambassador, is that right?
That's correct.
Alright, and just had a fantastic workshop here at Park Cameras about the S1H, and I'm slightly overwhelmed. There was so much information to take in, don't really know where to start.
The S1H is, I call it the mini Arri Alexa. LF, because it's a full frame camera. It's got amazing colour science borrowed from the Varicam engineers. It's dual ISO, great in the dark, great in the daylight. We've got base ISO in log at 640 ISO for daylight, 4000 ISO, and as you've seen, very clean in low light. We've got 6K recording facilities, 5.9K, 5.4K, anamorphic modes, Cinema 4K, UHD 4K, HD. We can do full HD at 120 frames per second with audio, and 100 frames in PAL with audio. We've also got 180 frames VFR, so we can slow it right down if we need to in FHD. So every kind of codec and aspect ratio is catered for. We have 400 megabits per second all intra. We've got long GOP, a variety of different codec choices, including obviously H.264 and the newer HEVC, H.265 we call it. So we can do hybrid log gamma, we can do those high 6K recording modes in HEVC, and we can still use, if we need to, the lower resolutions with the older codec, the H.264. So much functionality as well as included in this camera for filmmakers. You know, the things like the Luminance level control, where you can just point it in any direction and it'll tell you how many stops over or under it is. You've got a waveform monitor which you can enlarge or make smaller. There's Apple ProRes RAW coming soon, a firmware upgrade. So yeah, we will be able to do RAW as well. Got tons of great stuff happening with this camera.
So that's like, I didn't see the S1H coming. Like, I didn't see it coming because there was two full frame cameras already this year.
Yep.
And then the S1H shows up. So where does it fit in with regard to the other models, the S1 and the S1R?
This completes the trilogy. So the S1R is the photographic, high resolution, 47 megapixel, you know, amazing quality, slightly different sensor size, slightly bigger than the S1. Which is obviously geared towards professional photographers. We've got the hybrid model, the S1, which is really good for photographers and videographers who just want the basics, you know, 24, 25, 30p. So really good. If you get the Vlog update as well, that logarithmic curve, you can get really good. You can load LUTs up and different kind of looks and color looks. And make that dynamic range, capturing that dynamic range and doing something with it, utilising the full colour and luminance of the camera sensor. And then you've got the brand new S1H, which is directly attractive to filmmakers, you know, serious filmmakers, or, you know, like even professional cinematographers who are looking for like B cameras, C unit production cameras, or crash cameras. It does it all.
In the workshop, you were comparing it quite a lot with the Alexa, the cinema cameras. So how does it compare against something like that?
Well, for me, I've been designing a lot of LUTs, lookup tables, or looks of late, and so I've been using a mate's Arri Alexa to the old LF, not the mini LF, to have a look at, you know, what are the difference between log C and Vlog curves. Very similar anyway, as we've seen in that chart earlier on today, but it means that I can transform looks or color lookup tables between the two, and they're very accurate. They're almost identical in terms of quality. Really hard for people to tell the difference. So I'm calling the S1H for serious cinematographers. This is the Arri Alexa Mini LF. It's much smaller than even the Mini LF, the S1H. As you've seen with the images you've got, you can rig it up to, you know, that cinematic or video cam style rig, shoulder rig. Obviously you can just take it all apart and just have a nice small compact camera to get into those, you know, do those candid shots without being seen as you're a photographer, but capturing really good video, high quality. You know, the 6K modes are awesome because in post-production you can, for example, if you're filming for an HD or a UHD final master, you can utilize that 6K space and pan and scan it, or do post-production zooms and movement, you know, which you couldn't do before in other cameras. We've got 422 10-bit, so you know it sees as good as the human eye, over 1 billion colors. You know, lovely smooth gradients, fantastic luminance, clarity, detail in the shadows and the highlights. 4000, 5000 ISO on the high setting is amazing. You can go up to 10,000 ISO in the dark and it looks beautiful, perfectly gradable. So in my opinion, this is the greatest full frame camera you can currently get on the market today.
Wow.
Not just because I'm a Lumix ambassador,
No.
as a filmmaker, you know, I'm out there, I've been using all sorts of different cine cameras, and the S1H has just truly knocked me out.
So, one of the standout features, many standout features, is it can shoot 6K. So, my final question to you is, are you going to hack it to shoot 8K?
No more hacking. You don't need to.
Come on.
And these cameras are highly protected nowadays. You can't even get into the codec. You don't need to. We're there now.
Yeah.
I'm now in a position as an ambassador to help throughput users on my own suggestions to Panasonic engineers. They're listening. They've always been listening really well to us filmmakers, and it's got everything that we can possibly think of. Just about. There's always something you think of, and you know, they listen. And every firmware update, new things tend to appear. So they're really good at that.
Sick. All right. Thank you, Nick.
Hey, thank you.
I'll take 3 S1Hs, please.
You got it.
Carol,
No, I thought he was really, really interesting, and it's such a cool camera.
it's an amazing camera.
And you're going to have, you know, what you've learned from today, you can take into all sorts of things.
Absolutely.
And Nick was just amazing. He's got
Nick's
so
great.
much knowledge.
So, I'll see you at the next one.
yeah.
Great.
I'm missing.
Yeah,
No,
I'll see you at the next one, Carol. Talk to you later. See you at the next one, Carol. Great job. See you later. Bye. Oh my God!
Are you with me? Come on, guys! What a load of whip!